So I'm a spiritual guy and I absolutely suck at relaxing. I'm on the path to basically inner peace, but I really had the trouble ever since I was a kid that I could not relax for one bit. It started when I was born. My mother studied baby massages. Actually, I was her firstborn child, and she was like, you know, I wanna make this baby feel good. I'm gonna study baby massages, and I wouldn't allow her to touch me as a baby, right? So I was so tensed up that my mother, she couldn't do the massages, and she was like, maybe I'm bad at it, but my sister loved it, and I think even my older sister as well. It was the problem probably was me. There's still a video somewhere of me just being fully tensed up in my body, but it's like I had so much energy and it had nowhere to go. So I got the stamp ADHD. Then I was so hyperactive all the time. Like I couldn't, I was screaming at the Tarzan movie because I loved it so much. And then people told me, you cannot be that hyperactive. So I stopped doing that, but the energy had to go somewhere. So it went to my head. Later on got the stamp ADD. So that's less physically hyperactive, more in your head. And that's where the real trouble began. I had all this tension in my body, but the only way to solve it was mentally, basically. And there's only so far you can get with that. And I would work out and I would play in a hard rock band. It was my way of like relieving tension. But yeah, it wasn't a good place to be in. I don't think I was even aware of how tense I was in my body because, oh man, and especially when I started drinking coffee, I would just seriously watch series, and I remember my hand would always be clenched to a fist all the way. I don't know if any people like recognize it, but yeah, for me that was not a good sign. It was so if I had basically I held all the tension here, so the rest of my body could allow to relax. Not long after, talking about the age of 24, I got a burnout, and psychologists that didn't help. They would just, you know, go more into my head, but there was already so much in my head. And then at some point I was like, fuck it. So I went to a hypnotherapist, and he works with the body, emotions, energy, mind, everything combined. He sees all those layers as a whole, not those separate pieces. And he was like, what I noticed is like you're a big guy, you have muscles, but if I do this, you almost fall over. Like, and it hurt easily. And when I was on the table, like the body does not lie, right? Because there was tension everywhere for me in that body. I couldn't even I didn't even know the word relax, I knew the word obviously, but it was like, I really found out there that I don't know how to relax. I didn't understand any of that. I didn't know how to do it. Um, Drinking a beer, that would help for me, but that's as far as it went for me, really. Like, what are you talking about? Being in the body, what the hell even is that? And he started doing things, and tension could go away. And the more we did those things, the more I could actually feel what was happening. But that took a longer time, I guess. But I started to be able to relax more and more. And I started grounding myself. And my dad is a Taoist. He really works with the body and grounding. He started like a couple of years prior to that. I didn't want to do anything with spirituality, so I was like, until I found out that stuff really helped. And I started grounding and doing all the things to enable my body to relax. And still now, when I drink coffee, like everything gets in that old pattern again. It just flips it all upside down. I really get in that tension again. I drank coffee today. And maybe you're watching this video and you're like, what do you mean? This guy's looking all relaxed, talking all relaxed. Yeah, I work really hard on that stuff, and it's not fake. I really put in the work. I really know what works, but there always still remains this field of tension between, for me at least, between like, you have to be in the body, but you also have to let go. And sometimes letting go is also kind of letting go that you need to be in the body, as soon as it becomes like a mission and a goal, there comes for me, some huge tension on it, right? So I'm really sensitive to those things. And some people can have a goal and be completely relaxed, and I really need to allow myself to let everything go, to quite an extreme manner. I'm quite an extreme person, I think. So everything with me is like already, a bit extreme and tensed up, and it's very hard for me to just be like, just be. It's it feels a bit unnatural for me. So, and because I just didn't learn it as a kid, even though my mother tried her best. I mean, she did those baby massages and stuff, and I was just like, hell no, stay away from my body, body positivity. But I've really loved the journey so far, because because I'm so tense, I experience more thoroughly. I feel like, instead of people for who it's already natural, like what it's like to be in the body, because it's so natural for me. And um, I really work on that stuff, and it makes me so happy, because if you're really deep in the body, that's amazing. And some days it just doesn't work, and that's also a part of like accepting that, and just, it's not result based. That's the whole thing. You cannot aim to be relaxed or something. It's just something natural that you don't understand or do. Just like sleeping, which is something I sucked at all my life as well. Like sleeping problems for 24 years, I believe. When I started grounding, that went away like almost immediately. So that was also kind of, yeah, it's so important. But it's been a nice journey. If you struggle with these problems as well, I could recommend you to my dad. I think I'll put a link here in the description. He's a Taoist. He works a lot with the body. He really knows what he's doing, and the exercises are super extremely effective. I still use them to this day. My girlfriend started using them and also having huge effects from that and benefits already. So even when it's a bit difficult to start out, because especially I know for me it was very difficult, that really helped. But just keeping at it, and even if it doesn't work, it's okay. It's really a journey, it's a process. I had to find mine still every day. Anyway, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I don't know, I'm really making more videos that I love doing, really as me. And my video about speaking Russian really had like 50 views. I was so happy with that. Like, I had videos with more views, but it really, it makes me so happy that people are watching these videos, because I don't know, it makes me happy. I got 2 subscribers. I was fucking happy. So I wanted to share that these videos mean something to me, and when people appreciate that, it's really amazing to me. I get really happy from it. So new video is probably coming out tomorrow. So have a nice day. Wish you all the best, and ciao ciao.